Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Hits inside. It's Owens. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Making the adjustment. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Moves to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Had to force that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Here's Reed to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Defense all over him.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Chambliss. Makes the grab. Bust through behind his pad. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Running inside, it's Lacey. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Gill. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Hits the hole. It's Lacey. They were all over it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. They boot it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Motion from the wideout. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Long way to go on 2nd down. that is incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Throwing, Reed. Unloads to the right. Gets rid of it.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. This drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Left side is Cunningham. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Turns it upfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Enough to move the chains. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacy take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you were kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
On the move, it's Lacey. Driven back.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And now on second down for this offense. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Alexander. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cook.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The 12th man, Warren, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Man, with a great break on the ball, way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kicked the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff again. Knocked down immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
3rd and 6 yards to go. Reed. They're all over it. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the play. the play action. Still looking to his right. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the 2nd and long.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Just smothered on the play.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Kill. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Flush to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To throw, it's Chambliss. Oh, pressure's coming. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Reed. Turns up, it's Morrow. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Texas A&M going up tempo.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. The kick is on its way. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Wants to throw on first. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
In the backfield, it's Craven. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Reed to throw. Left side is Morrow. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Louisville taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's Louisville engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
To the ground, he's got it again. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. Makes a man miss. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Off play action on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Throws to the tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lacy. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Under pressure. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Punt is on its way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Caught in the backfield, it's Craver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. From the gun, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Stay up, stay up.
Reed throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Rebels offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. In traffic, it's Haas. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Cuts it upfield. It's Lacey. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
2nd and long here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Look out! Back open in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
On the draw, it's Lacey. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Hands it off. They've got him corralled.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. On target over the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Rolls right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw again. This one's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now.
Running free. Powers through. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Out wide right, it's Horton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the rock. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Rushes on. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Second down, going to throw it. Release to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
The Rebels will punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Play action with Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Little over-anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Kick is in the air. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Aggies! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Squirts through the end zone. Touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. This drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Out wide left, it's Haas. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Moving the pocket, it's Knight. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
He wants to throw it again. They're all over it. Right side, it's Cook. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense, but you get a stop right here on fourth down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Follows his blocks. It's Owens. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.